My hands ready to part, never disembark, because I love to feel up in the pond. The fleshy gets to the parts, never leave a scar, only teeth marks. Less the shift 3, I hold and make a heart. Oh, so let me spark, yo, so light it up for my taste. I never ride enough, I felt around my rough. All they chase the girls cuss, was for the beast that I lust. Never bust the nut, but issues the language and the stuff. All the lines that I rush, sounds that I thrust. I roll around my mind from the dawn till the dust face covered up. Never to blow it up, with the flip, I came to rip the microphone to bits. Yo, so give me a minute. I'm well equipped, spit my shit, it's a shit. Left flipping it with a style different, with the flight, with the flip. Came to rip the microphone to bits. Yo, so give me a minute. I'm well equipped, spit. Yes, this is it. My left flipping it with a style different, yo. Yeah. So peep it out, peace.
Yes, sir. Well, it's my life. It's sickness and pain. Gonna be, yeah. Oh, yeah. Take notice that they emphasize in a lot of the eyes as if real reason to fight. All the real reason is lies. If you open up the third eye, open wide.
Minds I align, don't mind taking flight, because with the line I search with what I write to understand not what is wrong or what is right, but what is wrong and ultimately what I like. Not to introduce, but only to reproduce the feeling I feel up through in the book. Peekaboo, yours spook through the looking glass tube, seeking move through the show of virtue. In the way I like to flip it, I'm finding hatred and ain't got no time for bigots. Simpletons who can't tell the difference from what is and isn't already in them since the beginning. You're not so different, you're only smitten where y'all beliefs in the way that you was raised. These are natural traits, instinct wavelengths encoded in the DNA. In the way that we behave, but to hate is unnatural. Y'all need to be trained to feel such a way, such a shame. For those who place blame on another's choice to make, because they themselves cannot make the change. Whatever birth they hate, y'all, such a waste of a day. Of the mind, you oughta scope up your sculpture, show the world what you showed down. Why you would hold up with love for image of your culture. Of the mind, I see you oughta scope up your sculpture, show the world what you showed down. Why you would hold up with love for image of your culture. These results you can't quantify based from biblical lines. And what they outline, gay, lesbian, no vibe. Besides, appearance on the outside, biologically you can't deny on the inside. Body systems feel like nothing that you could prove, nothing you could provide. One would only waste my time trying to find what is different between your body and the mind. Becoming blind, and for your information, your mind still bring about your own degradation. No matter your interpretation, sexual orientation. Well, let's face it, there's nothing to do with values. It's if what others do in private without you devalues everything you value. Such shouldn't be allowed to speak up and be proud to be whatever you amount to. Of the mind, you oughta scope up your sculpture, show the world what you show down. Why you would hold up with love for image of your culture. Of the mind, I see you oughta scope up your sculpture, show the world what you show down. Why you would hold up with love for image of your culture. Of the mind, you oughta scope your sculpture, show the world what you show down. And why you hold up the love for the nature, yeah, the love for the nature. So sculpt down, you wanna sculpt down, so sculpt down, culture. These out, we bringing it back. Well, it's my left. Who fucking hear what is? Hear what is? Shit, I'm ready to rip. I'm ready to bust a myth with the line again. Cause I be going savage on the Heineman. Despite the odds that I would fight against when I be rhyming it, I'm myth busted with the line that I be rushing out into the public. And all these rapping dummies getting tested like Busta. I'm from the under, but this style good for y'all like rope and tussin'. With it the way that I would bust one, another ill line duster. Clean a whack a motherfucker like a swift duster. I'm undercover while you slumber. I'm just beginning to wonder. They grab the feather and ink and start to think. Paper getting crumbled. I lock the door. Get describing. I get the writing. Deserve the sentence. Up in the dungeon. Oh yeah, yeah. This is that shit that I make a ninja wanna flip. Oh yeah, yeah. This is that shit that I make a ninja wanna flip. Oh yeah, yeah. This is that shit.
Hello. Welcome to February 29th update stream. It's that wonderful moment where I pretend I have friends. Lewis, I also pretend that you're my friend. And I talk to a room of people that I pretend want to listen to me. Because surely they wouldn't have, logged on if they didn't, right? Widow Gobbo. Little goblin in the chat. Song of the episode. Mike, hold on one second. Okay, there we go. Cheers from Austin. Cheers from the stream room. It's a little chilly. Cold front moved in, so I have on a little jacket right here. Let's get into it. We missed last week. I apologize for that. I came down with the flu. I had a pretty good run of not sick, and then I had COVID, and then the flu. Anyways, last week got a little scuffed as a result, and we're pretty busy as it is. So, but we're here now. We're here now on the 29th to give you a little bit of an update. I am pulling up my notes. Nothing huge, nothing major update-wise going on right now. Couldn't be me. Yes. Yes. It is, it was not fun. Okay. Mobile arms. Look at this little guy. Can I zoom in on this guy? Okay, a little close up. Where is this camera? No idea. Is it against the wall over there? This. Oh. That one's not on. That camera's not on. So here we are. This guy, we have a little ferret. We have the Auroch. We have Mobile Arms stuff being packed up, ready to go. Give you a little bit more of a close-up view there. Oh. 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 Pretty excited about those. Last week when I was out, the printers went kind of burr. So we are actually a little bit behind on that estimated production. So we are still printing, but we are hoping to get out this week a lot of the Hinterlands packs. And as of tomorrow, we will be packing those complete sets, but we are a few days behind on that one. Black Site Studios, yeah, that's what it is. So that is where Mobile Arms is at. MDF for Mobile Arms, that has been fully cut and packed on the shelf, ready to go. Shout out Travis for getting that through. At this point, we are just printing the mechs, and as those print off, we will be packing up and shipping out orders. So we are right around the corner from proper fulfillment of Mobile Arms. Some of you guys will probably be getting that starting soon. That takes care of Mobile Arms. Pit Lord. Last 2 weeks ago, the tokens were in. Cards are printing on their way. Lunar New Year, whoever it was in the Discord that was going to take a shot, that one's for you. And rulebook. Ben actually shared some shots. I'm not going to get too far into it, but he's got some pretty neat little layouts going on here. A lot of colors. I'm gonna get a little close up here. Look at those colors. Look at them. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There's some cool stuff going on here. Look at those pixels. You can see all 5 of them from that image. So, Pit Lord booklet is coming along. The goal right now is to have the PDF out before Adepticon, which is in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So Pit Lord PDF, you guys should have in your hands in the next 3 weeks. That is what we are aiming for on that. As well as not only that PDF, but Breacher as well. Breacher aiming for the PDF out before Adepticon next 3 weeks. So big PDF drops coming up in the next couple of weeks. Keep your eyes out for those on either of them. Let me get back to my notes. Yeah, as I was looking for the cards, as things arrive, I'll have them to show off to you guys, and we'll get them going as well. We are not printing those miniatures. Those are being cast, so fulfillment, once we start getting those items in for Pit Lord, won't be tied up with Mobile Arms fulfillment if those two end up overlapping. Up next, we have Breacher, which there's also some pictures in there. I'm not going to go up and do the camera again. But that book is in its layout stage, and again, that should drop the PDF before Adepticon in the next 2 or 3 weeks. That is what we are aiming for, at least. Mobile Arms, Pit Lord, Breacher, Night Thirst, halfway through. Whittle Goblin in the chat. I think the count's at 132, 135, 100. Looked at a lot of numbers today, and now I am confused on what the number was. So I'm just going to look it up real quick. We are currently sitting at 134 books sold. So big old thumbs up there. Thanks everyone for the support. Thanks for letting Whittle Goblin get her first game out there and off the ground. We are about halfway through, a couple day or two over halfway through now. And that still will be going for the next 2 weeks. So if you're waiting to get in on it, you have that much time to keep waiting, and you should just get in on it. Witty's playing Night Thirst tonight. Ooh, Witty. Yeah. Is that the big the tabletop one that you guys are filming? Exciting. We will have some physical copies of Night Thirst at Adepticon. Not for sale, but we're getting some alpha copies of those rulebooks. We're getting those printed and going to have a handful. One for Witty's personal use, personal collection, and then one at the booth if you want to get your hands on it and see it beforehand. So pretty excited about that. Those have been ordered, so they should actually show up relatively soon, since it's just like a handful of tester books. Not sure if we have a date. Ben, if we have a date on when those books would arrive, let me know. Again, that is just like a first pass. We wanted to have it at Adepticon. Something to get our grubby little mitts all over. And I think that's kind of it right now. Oh, MDF back order from Black Friday is all cut. There are some elements, the metallic paints we use always paint better after the laser, so there are some of those kits that are waiting on that metallic paint to get done before they get packed up, but they should be packed and wrapped and out the door tomorrow or beginning of the week next Monday right there. So that's going to be, we're finally getting through it. We almost got it done by March, which is usually our goal for Black Friday stuff. Usually takes us a good long while to cut through all the back order while also fulfilling our current projects. Gonna thwap you with the F-Sega stick. Yes. Kosu, Corey here. Shores of the Bloomreach. Have the previews been in the chat? Or have they just been in the writers chat? It is the first like full campaign supplement. Full campaign. It's some cool stuff going on in it, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that because we're publishing it, just because I truly believe it. Shores of the Bloomsreach will be available at Adepticon. Those have been ordered and are on the way. So potentially we'll get them in beforehand and I'll show them off on stream. But if not, come to Adepticon with like 25 to 30 bucks to get that expansion. It's pretty substantial, about 70 pages in length. It's kind of a chunky campaign book. If you're a fan of Yefsiga, you should be super pumped for it. The new Lunar faction at Adepticon. Yes, I do have a hint for that. It may not arrive for Adepticon. We're at a kind of critical point right now where we're trying to figure out if we wanted to get them over the line or give them a better, proper, solid release date later on. And we're currently leaning to give them a better, solid release date later on. That doesn't mean we won't. We may get them over, but at this point, we're focusing on getting Shores and our current projects like Breacher, Pitlord, and Nightthirst over the line before we wanted to start diving into new content. I know. I've kind of touched on this in previous streams, but last year we swung for the fences on a lot of projects and products, and that went super great for us. But we have been met with a few difficulties when it comes to the production side of things. We talked a lot last fall about getting our manufacturing up and running to deal with that sort of scale and volume of products, which we are at. But our timetables and planning for fulfillment of those products is kind of something that we're addressing this year, which is why things like Pitlord and Breacher, the PDFs are going to be dropping around the same time. Starting with Breacher, our new projects that we're releasing this year should have a much faster turnaround time. And so at the same time, we're dealing with catch-up from last year's projects, like Mobile Arms as well. So there's just a lot going on. And whenever we have stuff that's a couple of months old and stuff that's a couple of weeks old, we really try to make sure that we have a proper handle on those projects before we just start dropping all sorts of new things and then compounding the problems. It does mean things like Shores of the Bloomsreach of the book that is able to get over the line a little bit easier than a new faction for Lunar, which includes cards and miniatures and all sorts of other elements. How goes the Adepticon pack out? It's going really well. We came up with a game plan with our production manager, Doug, about 2 weeks ago. And he and Tracy have been running stock, pulling stock, and getting it ready to go. We have our booth set up pretty much ready, at least our preliminary idea of what it's going to look like. We're trying to really nail that down in a manner that, one, we can scale going forward into the future, and two, is also just like incredibly easy to get in and get out. It does require building a few more crates, but we have 6 of our major road crates, 3 of which are good to go, 3 of which need some minor updates, and then we need to retrofit 1 for a point of sale station. So Tracy with an I. Yes, Doug and Tracy, I mean, really everyone has been killing it at the shop the past few weeks. We're dealing with old projects and new projects, and we got a major convention coming up, and a lot of things is juggling right now. So our goal is to basically have each game system have its own crate off to the side, to where if you want to get into Lunar, you go to the Lunar crate, and that's the Lunar offerings. Same with Don't Look Back, with Yefsiga. It does not look like we'll have the full selection of mobile arms, if any mobile arms. I would like to have potentially a handful of things, because whenever we do runs, like of the RX, we have excess of the RX now. We do a little bit overruns on those. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, every game has its crate. You walk up to the crate, you get the stuff you want, and hopefully it won't. You remember our booth? It was a little compacted last year, kind of like a little maze going through, which is fun, I guess, but isn't exactly best for foot traffic. So we're trying to keep things quite a bit more open going into this Adepticon, which is in just a few short weeks. I guess technically 3 weeks. I've been thinking 2.5 because we have to leave on that Monday to drive. But yeah, 3 weeks, Adepticon. Are we going to see you there? We hope so. We have a big crew coming with us this time. We're going to have, in chronological order, me, Ben, and Doug representing our main crew up there. Then we'll have Matt, Corey, Malev, Witty, Jamie Daggers as well. And also Joseph McGuire of This Is Not a Test. He's going to be up there, bit part of our crew. Lewis, look, then we can be friends in real life and not just pretend internet friends. See, man? I already said Malev. So there's going to be a ton of people there. They're going to be on the booth, around the booth, after the booth. So come by and hang out. Getting to cons is prohibitive. I mean, getting to cons is prohibitive kind of period right now. I don't know, it's hard. It's hard to go to conventions, especially if you like want to bring miniatures and stuff. It's like if you're not driving, you're going to fly with those? You can't fly with your paints. You're going to buy a full new set of paints when you get up there? That doesn't seem economical. Matt, it will be a great time. Thanks for stopping by. I don't know if you've typed yet. If you have typed and I missed it, I apologize. Violent Dark and Regime Rumble updates. Summer drop, potentially. That's when we're aiming for them, to give them their reworks and restocks and everything like that. But to be honest, we aren't getting into that until after Adepticon for sure. Right now, our current projects and prep for the convention has our hands quite full. Yes, if you are in the Discord, and if you're not in the Discord, you should be. But if you are in the Discord, play testers for those two sorts of things will be starting to get in there, work out these new rules and changes in a satisfying way. Can get an early look if you're a true fan of the Violent Dark or the Regime Rumbling. Speaking of rumbling, SpaceX has their rocket testing out of McGregor, and this morning they had just... like my bathroom mirror was shaking. Usually you can hear it, but they have been just tossing some rumblers all over Waco today. Not sure what's going on there, but it's pretty fun. Van Winkle, how's it going? All right, guys, if you're just tuning in, I'll start from the top, give everyone a quick little update on all of the updates. So, mobile arms. All of the terrain is cut. Books, cards, dice, boxes, token sheets are in, ready to go. We did start shipping those who had just got the core boxes. We have finalized the packaging and sprues of the mechs. We have the Auroch, the Ferret. I don't have the Mammoth there, but that will complete the Hinterlands pack of these frames soon. Hopefully wrapping those up into next week. So if you have either just the core box and Hinterlands frames, then those will be going out. And then we'll go to the Sallet Labs and then the other 3 bonus mechs that you could have bought. So we are a few days behind due to some sickness on the printing there, but we are printing and aiming to fulfill very soon. So keep an eye out for that fulfillment notification in your inbox. Pit Lord showed off some screenshots or some layout photos of that book right there. That is all getting tightened in and finalized. The PDF of the Pit Lord book we are aiming to get out before we leave for Adepticon. So in the next 2.5 weeks. Keep an eye out for that, because you'll be able to download and see the full Pit Lord book at that point. The cards are printing still. Chinese New Year. That's a second shot for whoever in the Discord was doing that. I checked. I'm not sure exactly when they're going to arrive. As soon as I do, I'll probably be posting photos in the Discord for everyone to see. Lunar, the new faction at Adepticon, is on hold. Very much not likely to happen at this point. We're trying to make sure that the eggs that we're currently taking care of are being taken care of well, and we don't want to overload that sort of production pipeline. Breacher book, as well as the Pit Lord book, PDF should drop before Adepticon. That is a goal. That is what we are working on for that. And our current project right now is a Night Thirst pre-order by Whittle Goblin. She is filming a bit of a gameplay video tonight, so if you're interested, if you've been holding off looking for that video, it is in the works still. We'll be posting it around whenever we get it done, probably early next week. And yeah, we have about 2 weeks left on that project. 134 books sold. We put up some new goals there, the dice and the witty mini. So share it with your friends. Maybe just buy a book. Maybe get in another tier. World's your oyster, you know. Thanks for all the support that you've given it so far, even if it's just spreading the good vampiric word, though, as well. That pretty much sums it up. There's no more questions. Then probably going to end and get back to it, guys. I'll give everyone about 20 seconds if there's anything I didn't top off on. Someone had asked about print on demand in the Discord, on the off chance they're here. We mostly caught up with all of those and pushed them through, so they should be boxed up and either sent out or about to be. What are you most looking forward to at Adepticon? This is I just like being around other tabletop gamers. I mean, it's interesting because we work at a tabletop game company, and like we have like staff here, it's like priming miniatures on breaks and stuff. But it's different when you're at a convention around like hundreds and hundreds of people that kind of understand the hobby. And it's just kind of a nice place to be. I do really enjoy that, just hanging out with people that enjoy this space. Yeah. Okay. That's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out on Thursday with me for this update stream, and we'll see y'all next week.